So I own a store that sells and services fireplaces. A guy calls yesterday and we have this conversation. Him, do you guys clean fireplaces? Me, yes we do. Him, okay, and how much do you charge? Me, $200. Him, $200? What do you do for that much? I got to hear this. Me, explains the whole cleaning process as well as safety inspection process. Him, alright, well that's a little steep for me, I'm going to call around. Me, no problem. I tell my employee about this funny call I just got. A minute later the phone rings again, caller ID confirms it's the same guy. This time I have my employee answer. They proceed to have the same conversation, except he asks when we could come out. We say we have an opening next Monday and he says he has to check his schedule and he'll call back. About 30 minutes later the same guy calls again. I answer, assuming he's realized that everyone charges about the same price and we can probably come out the soonest. Him, do you guys clean fireplaces? Me mentally. I know Christmas is past, but I wanted to tell this story for some time. I'm dyslexic, so please be understanding of any mistakes I make, and this is my first post, so I hope I've done everything correctly. Many years ago I worked in an old-fashioned department store, going from department to department depending where I needed help. Anyway, it was Christmas Eve and I was on the jewelry counter. It was about 20 minutes until we closed and this man comes jogging up to my counter looking like he was being chased by Cerberus. When he reached the counter he placed his hands onto it and tried to catch his breath. I was just about to ask him if he was alright when he manages to gasp out. Present. Wife. Forgot. So I went. Oh dear, okay, do you have something in mind? No. I have no idea at all. He says, giving me a look as if as another female I should know what his wife would want. I'm thinking to myself, great, one of those. What do they think, that I can read minds? Out loud I said. Okay, does she wear gold or silver? He gives me this really confused look before answering. Gold I think. I'm already thinking this is going to take forever. Does she like to wear rings? Only her wedding and engagement ring. Earrings? I don't think she has pierced ears. He mumbled thoughtfully. So, what about a necklace or bracelet? His eyes light up at this suggestion. Yeah, one of those would be good. Do you know her birthstone? I asked hopefully. He shot me a confused look. What's a birthstone? I sighed mentally and thought, great, so now I have to explain this too. It's the gemstone assigned to your month of birth. If you tell me what month your wife was born in, I can tell you what stone it is. Oh, that sounds great. Her birthday is in September. She's a sapphire then. I removed a gold bracelet with sapphires set in it from the case and placed it on the counter before him. This is classic bracelet, it has all its hallmarks and comes in the box. He hardly looked at it. Great, I'll take it. Do you do wrapping? No, not here, but if you ask at the perfumery they might be able to help you, but you'll need to make it quick, we close soon. He paid, grabbed the box and dashed away towards perfumery. Our story, however, does not end here. A few days after Christmas, the man returned to the store with his wife. They came over to the counter and the lady asked her husband, is this her? He smiled and said, yep. She turned to me, smiled, showed me the bracelet and said, thank you so much for helping my husband find me such a wonderful gift, I love it, and he said you were so helpful and kind to him that I just had to say thank you. To this day this story makes me both laugh from the frazzled state of the husband and feel happy inside from knowing that the customer was so happy with their gift. I was working the register at my side gig at the local rural store the weekend before Christmas and one of the regulars comes in. He used to work with me at my main job in a factory a long time ago, so I've known him a while. He's a nice guy. About 45, give or take a couple years, never been married, but he's a little slow. We'll call him Forrest. Forrest loves just hanging out and he takes his time when he comes in and chats all the employees up, and this time was no exception. He finally came up to the register with some clothes and starts talking about Christmas plans, etc. Right behind Forrest is this young guy who's waiting his turn patiently, but Forrest just keeps talking. I try to move him along a bit to keep the line moving, but Forrest, being Forrest, forgot his wallet in his truck and had to head out to get it. I suspend the transaction and ring up the young guy's purchases, and he has about $20 worth of hardware. Then he surprises me and asks me to put $50 worth of clothes on his card too. I ask if he's sure, and he gets a big grin on his face and says he's sure, so I ring it all up, and as he heads out the door he tells me to tell Forrest to have a Merry Christmas. The icing on the cake was Forrest's face when he made it back inside, and I told him about it. I just had the best interaction with the customers in my 10 years of being a retail manager. The customer calls and the interaction goes as such. Customer: I want to complain. Me: sure, what can I help you with? See, I was in yesterday and was skipped in the line. Then people in the lobby were calling me baby, bitch, etc. Oh no, I'm sorry, what happened to cause this situation? See, well, I was skipped, so I started yelling at reception because I was skipped, and everyone was telling me then to stop being a Karen, baby, etc. Oh, that's terrible. Well, I'm sorry you got skipped. If you want to come in, I'll take care of you myself. See, so you're not gonna do anything about the customers calling me names? You're not gonna fire your employees for not kicking them out? Well, there's not much I can do about other people, and no. My employees help you as well as the other customers. See, well, you suck at your job too. There is no good left in this world. I can't believe I'm being treated this way. Well, maybe if you weren't such a baby. Click. Hung up on me. Acted like a baby, got treated like a baby. Stay strong out there and don't let these people treat you this way. Posted originally on our retail but seemed more like a retail tale. So this lady was buying Marlboro Light 100s, and when she was asking how much it was, I saw her pull a coupon out of her wallet. This filled me with dread because I know for a fact we don't accept them, and it's always a hassle explaining that to people, but to my surprise she decided against using it. I felt relieved. She told me she would save it for another time when she felt it was worth it to use it, and I ended up telling her that our registers don't accept them anyway. That's when she told me matter-of-factly, no, it's not that. It's not that the coupon doesn't work, it's that you don't know how to scan them. I was a little surprised. I told her that actually, when we scan them, the register tells us that the coupon type isn't allowed and not to accept it. She argued with me saying no, it's not that over and over. Very few people know how to scan them. Talk to your boss. She's really good at it. I just don't waste my time with you cashiers, most of you barely understand how to do your jobs. Oh, you're your boss assistant? Well, I guess that means you need to learn how to take my coupons. She left, and I verified with my boss later that we indeed do not take coupons on cigarettes, but apparently my boss takes them because the lady is a huge Karen. I at least was happy to know I was correct about our policy. It's never a dull day for me, is it, everyone? Geez Louise, this customer was something else. So as many of you know by now, I work in a phone and Wi-Fi provider place. One of our SIM card offers is top-up, and the card itself is €10 plus a top-up to activate it. So a lady comes in clutching one of these cards and a receipt, and then looks at me as if I'm supposed to read her mind. Eventually she speaks. Lady, I got this last week with a top-up and it doesn't work. She shows me the receipt and all that's on it is the card. So I point it out and she goes ballistic. Lady, you're clueless. Give me a refund. Me, ma'am. I know these are non-refundable, please do not call me clueless. Lady, nope. You're clueless. Call someone in authority, I want to speak to your manager. Me, we can't, sorry. I didn't want to bother him on his day off with this bullshit, I could well handle. Lady, call the manager. Me, can't. Phone's down. It was just crackly, not actually broken. Lady, oh that's convenient. First you can't phone and then the phone is down. I want my money. You are clueless. Me, I can't call because the phone is down. I am telling you they are non-refundable, and anybody will tell you the same thing. Lady, you're clueless then. Use your mobile and call. Me, I am telling you I can't. The manager is off today. Lady, and he left someone clueless to work here. I want my money. Me, again, the cards are non-refundable. Lady, I'm calling the police. At this point another customer who was getting his wife's account details from a previous provider to get her number swapped onto the account had arrived and raised an eyebrow at the lady's behavior. Me, and why would you do that? Her, because you won't give me a refund. Me, because they're non-refundable. Her, there's no credit on it so it's useless. You sold me a useless item. Me, you would have been offered the credit when you bought it. If you declined then it's nothing on us. Lady, it wasn't me though. It was my son. Me, at this point my co-worker had come back from the bathroom and offered to take over so I could do the number and she could deal with the lady. She's more confident so I took up on that. She told the lady the same thing and eventually the lady gave up and left.